Hello, right, thanks for tuning into this video. This one's probably a little bit different in that it's not directly a music tutorial or anything to do with my music. It's basically a bit of a tutorial on live streaming, and in particular using Restream, which is something I discovered whilst faffing about loads during lockdown for my live streams. The great thing with live stream is you can send your live stream out to loads of different platforms at the same time. So I have mine set up to, when I do a live stream, it goes out to Facebook, to Twitter, to Twitch, and to YouTube all at the same time. So obviously straight away that's giving you a wider audience, and it works really well. It's a really smooth sort of interface. Specifically what I'm going to be looking at on this video is a new feature that they've added earlier this year called Restream Live Studio. So first thing you would want to do is go to restream.io, and I'm going to talk you through how to set it up and how to use it, and it's something you may wish to have a go at for your own live streams. And I've got a few ideas of what I'm going to use this for as well in the future, which I will talk about in this video. So go to restream.io. If you've already got an account, you will sign in just here. If you haven't, you would sign up. So all you got to do is, I wouldn't do that because it's going to go straight to my account. But you would sign up, username, email address. There is a free option if you want to get going with that on the free version, and then the paid versions have more and more features depending on which level of paidness you go for, if that's a word. So when you first sign in, you won't see any of this because you can see all my things I've got signed up. Let's just turn all these on for now. So this is where I'm streaming to at the moment. So on a paid account, you can stream to a Facebook page, which I've got down here, my Rezzonator page. And then I'm also going to be sending my streams out to Twitch. Periscope is the Twitter one, my YouTube page, and to my personal Facebook as well, because I have people who perhaps don't follow my page but follow me personally. Dead easy to add a channel. This is what you would need to do first of all to add all your channels. You just click on Add Channel. You have millions and millions, well not millions, but lots and lots of options of where you can stream to here, depending on your preferred area where you stream to. And if you upgrade, there are various other options and so on from down here. Dead simple. You just put your username and password in and you connect up to that. And then you will have all those set up here. And you can choose, you don't have to stream to either of all of them at the same time. You can choose whichever ones you want. And then you've got a few options on different settings. You just go on to edit settings there. So this bit is if you're just generally using Restream just as its streaming platform. And then you're going to use something like OBS, which is something I use as well as this. That would appear down here. And then your settings for OBS would come in here, and that again, it's dead easy to set up. It took me literally 4 or 5 minutes just to set it up. And you can also do a webcam thing from here. So once you've got all that set up, you would then go onto this icon down here. Down here you've got various things with analytics, and you can schedule your streams and different campaigns, and then you've got different account options and so on, which are pretty straightforward. But we're going to concentrate on Live Studio. So if we click on the little video camera icon there, that's going to take us over to Live Studio. And it will access your camera, hopefully. Okay, and then once you've kind of got everything logged in, you will see something like this. So now you can see me. Hello. I'm just going to turn that screen off for now, and I'll just go through a few of these options over on this side here, first of all. And we will start with graphics. So you have the option on some of the paid accounts to upload your own logos, and you can hide and show those with these kind of boxes here. So you can see I've got my logo here. So if I hide that, that will disappear. You've got the Restream one, which you would get if that was just on the like the free version. So let's just hide that and bring the Res logo back up. We've got overlays that we can show and hide again here. It's saying preview here because I've not gone live. I've not clicked this up here. So again, you get the Restream logo thing there, which you can show and hide. I just randomly put a Rezzonator logo thing on there to try that out. But obviously, you'd want a kind of like a something that possibly doesn't fill the whole screen. But you can make your own and put those up on there. Video I'll come back to. We've then got the background, so you can have the Restream background here. What I did was uploaded, and again with the paid version you can upload your own background. So I've basically just uploaded my Rezzonator logo, and that will sit there in the background. Obviously you might want to upload like a pre-stream thing, it's a stream starting soon and that kind of thing. You can choose different color things here. So you've got various options with your graphics here, which is pretty cool. You've then got what they call captions, which are kind of like call to action things that you can turn on and off during the screen, during your live stream on the screen. So again, it's just a case of click and like, show and hide. So you can have this. This is obviously a bit of a Restream advert, allows you to stream live to 30 plus social platforms at once. And then you can just like scroll through them. So we've got followers on Twitter. I've put my own one in there. Follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So you can change those as you go through. So let's just add one. You just click on add caption, you put your primary text in here, and let's just put something random as hello testing, and I'm going to put hello again in there. You add that, and then we've got that as a thing I can change on there. So they're going to appear down this bottom corner here. You've got similar options actually with the chat, so your chat will all appear down here, and if I just put a chat message in, but if we click on show, that is now going to appear down on this bottom corner here. So if you've got a specific comment, let's say, this is somebody asking a specific question that I'm going to then answer, I can click on that and show that up on the screen. Very, very cool way of getting your chat up on the screen as well. So we've done chat, we've done captions, we've done graphics. Setup. This is where you can turn on and off your channels from within this interface here. Also update all the titles and the description of what you're doing in here, because at the moment you see my title is test stream. So if I just change that to, I don't know, stream 1, and then I can put a description in here like that, and then click update, you will see it will update everything down here. When you're live, that will be your title and description. So very, very straightforward, really simple, easy user interface to operate. So if we come back over onto our main section here, so this is obviously a preview of what is going to be sent out. And then down here are our different windows that we can turn on and off. So if I turn this on, I've got my overlay on. Let's get rid of that. There we go. You will now see your camera. Hello. Okay, so now you can see me. You've got various options here. You can disable your camera and mute the audio from here. If we go over onto settings, this is where you can choose the different options. So we've got audio inputs. These are all my different audio options I've got here. And same thing with the camera. If you got, your webcams and so on will show up there. So you can change those. I'll leave those as they are for now. So sharing screen, this is very, very useful obviously for tutorials. I've got on my computer at the moment, I've got two screens. So this is my laptop screen, and this screen over here is my second monitor. So I've got screen 1 and screen 2. So I can share either screen, which is very cool because that's something that you can't do with things like OBS for your whole screen. You can also share just application windows. So we've got my Chrome window here that I'm streaming from. We should say actually the Live Studio thing works best on Chrome. I would recommend using Chrome browser. We've got my OBS Studio, which I'm just using to record for this now, and then we've got Ableton Live. So if I click on Ableton and share that, you'll see it's now appeared just here. Now it's not visible on the screen here because we've not turned it on. So if I turn that on, it will now appear on the screen, and you can have it sort of split screen like that, or kind of in little boxes either side like that. So if I then just sort of play a little bit of this, and this is really going to be cool for doing there we go. So hopefully, let me just check my sound that is picking that sound up. Probably not going to hear that at the moment because I've not got my sound set up properly because of my outputs in Ableton, which I won't faff about with now. So yeah, that's your screen sharing, which is very good for, let's say, for tutorials, so you can see what I'm doing on this screen and then another screen on there. If I just turn me off, that will then go to full screen. So you've got those options to switch between the two. Your next one along is to invite guests. If you click on that, you will get this link that you can email to anybody. Now, what I've done for now is I've just emailed that to myself, and I've got that link on my phone, because you can do it from your phone. So if I click on that link, it will basically activate it on my phone. It's going to be a bit glitchy because I'm using my just my phone, which is miles away from my Wi-Fi. But you can see it's now appeared down here as a preview. All right. So if I turn that on, you've now got me on my phone down here. So this is my phone. It's a little bit confusing now, isn't it? Because you've got me on my laptop here and me on my phone. But I could use that then, obviously, to just show you different bits of. So let's go that way around. Let's turn these off. So if I wanted to like zoom in on, I can use that. As a guest, somebody might be doing this as a studio tour or something like that. Or even for me personally to use and say, right, well, over here, look, we're going to use... So I'm using basically my phone as a separate webcam and can zoom in on like the deluge and stuff, which is very cool. Very cool indeed. As long as you've got decent internet connection on your phone. If we turn all those on, okay, and this will happen if we can have up to 10 guests, I think. Let me click on that again. Yeah, you can have up to 10 people on the screen. It'll just basically resize all of these and make them smaller depending on how many guests you've got. If we go on that view, you can see it will just kind of fill the screen and do all of that. But I like this view. This view is very, very cool for doing that kind of. So this is something I'm going to be using quite a bit. And then we can just turn that off, and if we want to kick the guests from the studio, they're gone. We can get rid of them. So I'm thinking things like this. Let's just turn that off for now. Are going to be great. So I've got a few plans for doing things like sort of interviews with other people, perhaps studio tours, if other people want to show their studio, their live setup, how they may play live. And also, if I can fully get my head around it, I may sort of do like I'm going to call it Res Fest, and we can have different guests performing live and streaming through to all my channels. So I'll announce all of this properly once I've got the technicalities of everything sorted out with it. But there are a few plans for what I could do with this. And the cool thing with it as well is you can also play local videos. So if I'm streaming in the UK, it's going to be the middle of the night in America or Japan or somewhere like that. So I could also, for my ResFest, let's just bring that camera down a bit so you can see a bit more of me. There we go. I can see. Oh look, it's raining outside, and I've had to bring all my cushions in from my outside furniture, which is why there's a pile of cushions there. Yeah, so what I could also do for these festivals is it doesn't necessarily have to be performed live. It could be a pre-recorded live performance, which I could then play as a local video. So all you got to do is click on that, and a browser should open. And I just stuck that on my desktop, and I've just seen it. There's it gone there. Open that up. Okay, and it will appear again down here. So we turn that on, and it will sort of just start to play automatically. Now again, I've not... You may be able to hear that actually, because I think it should be picking up my desktop audio. But if not, it's just basically just to fiddle about with your audio settings to sort that out. So we can have it again, side by side like that. We can have it that way around. I can turn me off, and we can just put the video on full screen. So for like pre-recorded live performances as well, again, really cool. So exciting stuff to have a think about that I'm going to do for the channel in the future. But also, for you guys out there who may want to get into live streaming, great way of doing it. Okay, so that is Restream Live Studio. Like I say, there is a free version if you want to go and try that out first, and then if you want the other features, they are there available for you. I was going to leave that off because you don't necessarily need to see me now for that end bit. Let's turn that on, look, and then you can have a look at my... Oh, there we go. I'm back. There we go. Hello. Yeah. So hopefully that was of some interest to you. If you've got any questions, please stick them in the box below. And yeah, and once you've got everything set up and ready, all you do is press go live and it will push that stream out to all your different platforms. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.